Hey guys, this is Spark Plus Ultra here, and this What If is my new one. What if Deku had Wisps powers, part 1. If you guys don't know, Wisps are from the Sonic universe, not ours. So they're totally different to our version of Wisps. But they can enhance our abilities. So, yeah. So, let's get down to the what if. This is Azuko Midoriya. And this is a society that holds 80% of the population of having superpowers, 20% of the population having zero or quirkless. But when I was born, I had a very time liking All Might when I was a kid, and I always wanted to be a hero. But when the doctor told me, "Sorry kid, it's not gonna happen," I just been bummed out. Thought that I will never have a chance to be a hero. I standed up to my friend, Kachan. He beat the crap out of me. When I was 8 years old, I had a quirk that allows me to be hyper emotion energy. My quirk allows me to use at a different forms, increase my speed, change into a form of that goes into water or land, can have immense speed, turning, and I haven't unlocked all of it, but I am the vigilante hero called Hyperstar. I didn't choose the name. The people who saw my first appearance, I kept in the streets, hiding my identity by wearing a drenched star coat with a mask that covered my nose and my face. And I have 2 gloves. And I cover my head with a with the hood. With a star behind my back. I always dreamed of being reaching for the stars. Not being a celebrity, but in a figure of speech, being a hero in my own way. Now, 15. In high school. When I was going to be the teacher says, well, you're all going to be getting jobs. And the whole class says, yeah. And teacher says, quiet down. And he says, let's see what you all want to be. And says, who am I kidding? You all want to be heroes, throwing the paper in the air. And all the kids cheered. And Bakugo, a certain kid, says, don't put me with these losers. Because I'm going to be in UA. And all the kids say, what? You're going somewhere? Prove it. And when teacher says, your grades are incredible. You are going to UA. And all the kids says, no way. Because, and Bakugo says, you low grades would never stand a chance. Because Katsuki Bakugo is going to be the #1 hero. And the teacher says, Izuku Midoriya, aren't you going to be going to UA? And I put a act and says, yes. And Bakugo turns around and getting pissed and says, you? We even last few 5 seconds in there. Why you think you can beat me? And Izuku looks down and takes a breath and says, no, I can't. In his own way, but he says, but I can try. And Izuku and Bakugo explodes. And Izuku is gonna run. See ya! And Bakugo is literally chasing him. And he says, get back here, Deku! And Izuku says, yeah, no. Well, last time you tried to burst me into a skipping tar of ash. And somehow Izuku got away from Bakugo. And Izuku, changing his personality, says, jeez, does not give me a second to breathe. When Izuku was going to put on his vigilante gear, his bag was he had a knife behind him, and the guy says, Yuri, put your hands up. And he put his hands up, and the person with the knife says, turn around, kid. And turns around and says, I recognized these eyes before. You remind me of somebody. Somebody that put me into jail a while back. And Izuku looking at him, and says, please, don't hurt me. And the guy says, let's see what you're hiding in the bag. And Deku gets the bag and turns around and gets the bag. Hey, better not have a taser, kid. And the user has then Izuku using the white, boosting his acceleration by 3 times faster than the person can react. And he kicking the knife away and punching him and knocking him out. Jeez, that was a close one. And Izuku ties him up and says, Hyperstar still wins. And he forms his gear back again. And sees when he was going to be out of the hiding place, he sees the slime villain. And he was gonna take Bakugo's body. And Izuku sees him and thinks to himself, why aren't the heroes doing anything? And looks at the heroes. And they said, that slime villain has him. There's no way around. We don't have the right quirk to deal with this. Great, he says. And he uses his white boost to accelerate 2 times. There's a little thing that I should tell you. The weakness to his quirks are, well, they all have different weaknesses, but they have their own weakness. And the quirk he has changes his emotions, changing his eye color for a few seconds. But when Izuku accelerates and says, you got one problem, slime villain. The hyperstar has came. And Izuku and the slime villain says, the hyperstar vigilante. I was hoping you were here. I was gonna kill you. And using Bakugo's quirk, shoots a explosion at him. And Izuku uses his second form. Laser! A color of cyan came and shoots, and he grabs Bakugo, getting him out of there, and uses a diamond mirror to bounce him to the heroes and says, get him to safety before this gets real ugly. And the slime villain says, you are gonna die, Hyperstar. And Izuku as Hyperstar says, not if you can catch me first. Laser! Using laser, he's bouncing around the slime villain, faster than he can react, using electrical and to shocking him and unconscious. And the slime villain is passed out, and the heroes says, "Hyperstar, you are under arrest." And he uses drill to go and hide somewhere. Man. And the citizen says, "Man, Hyperstar gives off the hero act quick, and he never seems to give up, even if he doesn't know the villain's weakness." And the heroes are a little annoyed but relieved on him coming and saving Bakugo. And when Izuku drills back up to the surface and says, "Man, 2 villains at one day. My energy is really depleted." When he was gonna change back into his uniform, he sees a girl walking by and seeing him revealing his hair and face. Hyperstar? And Izuku says, "Crap." And he used laser to get out of there quick and gone back to home. And the girl that has a green and sharp teeth says, "That was Hyperstar's true face?" And I hope you like this video, and hope you subscribe. See you